Hi, everybody. Welcome to Katie in the Morning. I'm Katie Page, Director of Member Relations at the National Association of Healthcare Assistants. As certified nursing assistants, these right here are our moneymaker. They do all the charting for us. Our hands are constantly moving and constantly engaged throughout our shift. And one of the most commonly asked questions that I've seen on social media is, how do I care for my hands? We're constantly washing them, walking in and out of rooms, carrying things. They're exposed to very cold temperatures and very hot temperatures, all within the same 8 hours. When you're doing baths as a shower aid, serving those meals, your hands can get burned if you're touching those steamer tables or anything like that. So I've brought a few tips with me today on how to care for your hands through the different seasons, and what you should look for when you're looking for your hand hygiene or hand care items. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, I'll shoot some of those pointers your way.
We look at NACA as the professional organization that supports the CNA, just like the American Association of Long-Term Care Nurses supports the RNs and LPNs.
As a state executive, I can tell you that the energy and the empowerment that this organization has given to our state has truly enhanced the depth of membership and the work that we do as a state association. I am very, very proud of our connection and our partnership with the National Association of Healthcare Assistants.
For more information, visit us online at nacacna.org or call 417-623-6049. From the Heart, a weekly segment with John Willard, airs every Tuesday at 2:30 Central Time on CNA TV.
Welcome back to Katie in the Morning. We're going to talk about hand hygiene and care today. That's one of the most frequently asked questions that I see on social media. When you're washing, you're going into those colder months, when you're running in and out of the building on your break, taking residents to appointments, your hands are exposed to very extremely cold temperatures if you're living in the northern states. And as a CNA of 15 years, I can tell you personally that those cracks in your knuckles and in between your fingers, and especially on the tips of your fingers, can hurt like no other if you let them get a little out of hand. The first thing that you want to keep in mind when you're doing hand hygiene specifically is your fingernails. Not only is it at a risk to give skin tears and that sort of thing, but fingernails are a very easy way to carry bacteria around with you when you're doing your hand washing. Make sure that you're kind of scrubbing underneath there and getting all that out, and make sure they're cut to an appropriate length as well. I recommend not wearing false nails to work with is it acrylic? Is that what it's called? Of those fake nails, that bacteria can get underneath your nails as well, and you can carry it from room to room no matter how much you're washing your hands. When it comes to washing your hands, one of the things you have to keep in mind is that point of moisture afterwards, where your hands are still a little damp, but they're not completely wet or completely dry. That is the best time to hydrate your hands. One of the things that is very, very good tool when it comes to that is baby oil. They come in all different sizes. You can carry one in your pocket. After washing your hands, just put a little bit of baby oil on and kind of rub it in and let it trap that moisture inside your hands. That'll help prevent the cracking. It's not really a healing mechanism, so to speak. So if your hands are already cracked, it can burn a little bit if those get into the cracks and those wounds in your hands. When you're looking for like a healing agent, the one thing that I look most for is this is my best friend right here. I love the Jergens Healing Lotion. Their line, it comes in all different sizes. They have the pocket one you can carry around, even using an empty bottle of like the travel size baby lotion and filling it up with the Jergens so you can carry it with you in your scrubs. That's what I do. So I'm constantly reusing the same bottle and not having to go out and buy a new one every time I run low. But the things that I look for personally on the bottles, Jergens I like especially, like I said, because it's a very high quality at a not really crazy price. But always look for the repairs and heals extra dry skin on any product that you're looking for, and also look to see what kind of vitamins it has in it. Jergens Healing Lotion has the vitamin C, E, and B5. Those are three very, very great vitamins to have for the healing process of your hands. Another thing you might want to think about doing, and is kind of outside the box, but when I do have those cracks across my knuckles and on the tips of my fingers, I use chapstick. Our lips crack and peel, and they hurt in the winter, and it heals those very, very quickly. And it does the same thing for your hands as well. Another thing you're going to want to think about is gloves. Actually, mittens are more, they produce more heat and keep your hands warmer than gloves do, because the body temperature, your fingers are together, creating that internal, what's the word I'm looking for? That internal thermos, so to speak, within your hand, within your mittens rather than gloves. They can be a little harder to work with when you're out trying to scrape the car window and move the snow and that sort of thing, but they are definitely better for your hands in the long run in those colder days and colder seasons. In the hotter seasons, you have the same thing though. Your hands can dry out very, very quickly. And it goes back to the baby oil, keeping them hydrated. Prevention is much easier than treatment. It takes a lot less time to prevent something from happening than it does to treat something that's already happened. So kind of keep those tips in mind when you're going in and out and washing your hands and drying them and that sort of thing. But always make sure that you're washing your hands thoroughly so you're not spreading that bacteria and those different kinds of infections room to room. That's like CNA 101. That's like the first thing they teach you in your CNA course, but it's also the easiest thing to forget as you're carrying garbages and laundry and that sort of thing. Hand sanitizer is another great kind of intervention there. If you don't have time to wash your hands, I believe the state allows you up to 3 times to sanitize without washing. But once again, after you put that hand sanitizer on, it's rubbing and it's starting to dry. Put something in there that's going to lock that lotion, that moisture into your hands and prevent them from cracking and drying in the first place. I will let you guys go for today, and I will see you right back here at 10 a.m. for Katie in the morning for another hot topic.